Welcome back to the Taiwan Open of Surfing. We have begun quarterfinals heat number 1. We thought we'd cut that recap short so we can watch R.Tilly and A.Lemoigne go head-to-head in the first quarterfinal of the day, the WSL Women's Longboard World Championships. Here's a recap. This is the first wave of the heat. We know R.Tilly likes to start with a good one, and she did. First wave, quick nose right there. One of the bigger waves we've seen in the last half hour.
Yeah, some solid waves still coming through, which is great to see. I was sitting with some of the girls just in that those last two heats of round 3 discussing if they wanted to go into the quarters.
So Rachel didn't have priority. Alice did, but was unable to catch that wave. So Rachel gets to get another one. You know, a great wave, nice nose ride. Look at the way she hangs with it, gets a nice 10. Really nice. By not being as far out, she has really found herself a fantastic wave. That'll score better than her first one, that 3.83. And best of all, the psychological point that just went, in her bank, in her own head.
What she does. Scores to drop in for R.Tilly.
So let's look at Rachel. Look how small the wave looks as it starts out, and then it starts to feel the bottom and will clean up and stand up as she gets that nice 5. As the wave gets steeper, she gets the 10, back to 5, clean footwork back, using her arms, beautiful cut back, a lot of rail work on that turn, and then out. Now it's her and Crystal Walsh, the only ones without a world title, as we see R.Tilly setting up this wave. Another nice 5. She had priority, hung that 5 for a long time. Nice cut back, quick turn back into the pocket. Getting that little tag to the tip on the shoulder doesn't count for much, but the work was done on the outside, and those are 3. Bang, bang. First wave was a 3.83. Her second one, when she snuck away under priority, was a 5.50.
So just building her campaign as she goes through. Alice being super patient as we see Rachel. Beautiful, tight footwork all the way, just stuck on that hang 5 for so long through that section. I agree. I think it's going to go higher than her second score at this stage. She's going to build that score line and put more pressure on Alice, and she does with a 4.23 last of R.Tilly.
In Jinsun Harbor, Taitung County of Taiwan, and we're going to see the first wave of A.Lemoigne.
Beautiful footwork all the way to it. Love her little hands tight in next to her body. Good little rail work back to the nose, sets herself up really nicely. So good opening wave from Alice. She's going to be feeling very comfortable moving through the rest of this heat, now putting something like this on the board. If she can stick it all the way to the finish, just goes down on the inside. Not that clean kick out, but good surfing from the back.
So I think that's going to be a very good opening score, and that'll help her out. So you'll see how she sets it up. Nice little turn, gets the 5, holds it, nice little arch body position, cut back, puts herself back in the pocket, nice footwork back up. There's another 5, nice steep, critical. It hung there long enough. Gets a cross switch foot turn right there. A little shaky on it, but nothing negative. She gets one more little flick, and then she's just going to do the stuffed nose kick out.
Lots of little tents kind of set up and local food and everything. And we have Alice on her second ride. Her first score coming in at a 6.0. Nothing much out of that one, so that's going to be a throwaway score. But opening
Bang.
with a 6-point ride.
Opening with a 6-point ride. Those 2 nose rides were able to surpass the highest score that R.Tilly had.
So just about halfway through this heat, Alice having a look here under priority, putting the second score on the board. Smart decision. Nice setup, straight to the nose. Gets that full 5 hook over. Beautiful opening carve. And looking for that next nose ride, just kind of reading this wave, letting it see, what it will open up for. Love that variety of maneuvers with that cross step turn and one last nose ride on the inside.
I like that little nose ride on the end there too, because that was a nice speedy forward trim nose ride. Nice move by Alice to spin early and go for the first wave of the set there. That will definitely, she has a 1.0 she wants to get rid of. We'll look at it again. Sets that turn, sets that rail really high, gets a nice long composed 5. Really smooth, powerful turn. Nice S-turn all the way through. Goes back. We'll get the switch foot turn there. A little bit of stylistic flair. And then this, I like this last little nose ride. See how she's there? She's able to hold it, trimming through that little section. I mean, it's a, to me, whatever, it's a 0.5, but I liked it. It was clean. It was smooth. It is a beautiful looking set wave with priority. Rachel is setting this up. Gets a nice turn there. Just a little too quick to the nose for it to stick. She's able to get one there. Nice 5 to 10. Back to 5, which means it was a controlled setup for that 10. puts it on rail for that S-turn cutback. Comes out of it. You can see how she's in that deep shoulder area there now. Nothing will come out in front of her there. So well done. Maybe did she rush that first nose ride a little bit too much?
Just a little, huh?
See how she's running, and so she gets up there and it just drops away underneath her, but it does allow her to accelerate into this critical section, the 5-10-5 she got there, and then she'll put the board on rail for this nice cutback. And if you had set up for that first one and focused on it too much, I don't think I'd want to know that I need to get a 6.68 versus a 6.67. And underneath priority, R.Tilly is going to put another one on the board. Nice 10, it held.
Oh. Just goes down behind that section, but Alice out the back. This is the interesting one, requiring a
I like this wide
score.
shot. I like this wide shot, so you can see how that wave is setting up. She's a little behind that peak. Interesting. I'd like to see what the rest of that wave was doing. All right, Alice has committed. She is paddling for this one. Is she too deep, or is she just perfect? Nice critical quick nose right there, and off. Got herself a little too deep for that wave. I mean, that wave looks like that peak is shifting south, and then it just kind of swings back onto that rock reef structure out there. The next one coming up right after this, we are going to have Honolulu Blumfield and Crystal Walsh, the two Hawaiians, going at it. That'll be happening coming up right after this.